What is up, YouTube? Wrestling, and here I have the new Spellground, which I really like this, and a Monarch deck that I was messing around with a little bit. I picked up the structure decks on Friday, brought it home, kind of threw together a list, and just like learned to play the deck, just kind of just testing on my own, and I tested a little with my friend on Saturday phone, and concluded that I don't like this deck. Basically, like if you, I mean, you base, kind of hard to say. If you go second, you're kind of in a rough spot depending on what you're playing against. If it's Pepe, if you go second against Pepe, like you basically lose. But if you go first, you if you open well, then you're fine. Um, I mean, they can still push back. Like you have to open like really good in this deck, but if you brick, it doesn't even matter. Like you just lose. I was I was planning on playing this in Yu-Gi-Oh! Day on Saturday, but I ended up playing Pepe, and I went 2-2 just because of just bad hands. I need to adjust the deck list. To be honest. I mean, I've changed it since the regional, but I want to mess around with it a little more. So I'll probably bring an update of that later. But yeah, I don't really like this deck. Yeah, I 2-0'd a Monarch player at the U-Day just because he bricked. Like, he never even did anything. Like, it was so sad. Although, another one of my friends did pretty well with Monarchs. Got a token, so. I mean, it just, it depends on the hands. I don't really like this deck that much. So, I'm gonna go through the deck and just kind of, explain it as I go, and that's loud music. So 3 Aether. I This card is really really dumb that you can just summon this on your opponent's turn, and then like this deck's all about like kind of combos, so you can just like you combo it with that or like escalation, and, shit like that, bringing this out just as tribute fodder. You can tribute summon this on your opponent's turn and like Stormforth and like use their monsters, so it's really dumb, and it can bring out like another Monarch for free, pretty much. And then 3 Erebus, which is you basically want to open like this Erebus and like preferably like Tenacity or Pantheism or something like that. Just stuff to get you going. So like you have fodder and like things to tribute, and obviously like if you don't open, you basically have to open a Monarch and this guy or Rhoda to get to this guy, or chick, I guess it's a girl. Um, Other than that, like it's so easy to brick in this deck. It's just what I don't like about it. But yeah, I mean he's really good though. He just if you go first and summon this guy, you just neg one your opponent, and if you open domain, like you're in a really good position. Um, Especially since domain can reduce his level. So yeah, new guy is definitely good, and like you can like bring him back like if he's in the graveyard or any Monarch really, but he can target himself. And then 3 Edios. If I were to continue playing this deck, I would cut this down to 2. Because I was drawing this guy way too much. Like, you don't want to see this guy. You want to always open this and then bring this out and then tribute them off. Um, but yeah, they're really dumb. And this also sucks first turn, using this, tributing this, if you don't have, like, a banished spell or trap. So then you don't get full value out of this. So, like, just this deck is, like, not as good as everyone thinks. Or I don't think it's as good. I know I've seen people top with it, going, undefeated at their Yu-Gi-Oh! Day and, like, at ARG. I think it got top 8 or something in Phoenix. I was just like scrolling through my feed, but yeah, it's just like you have to open like so well. um but yeah, I mean, again, like I'm sure I'll probably get a lot of hate, but like I just don't really like this deck. Pepe is still the best deck. Okay, and I have a few proxies in here, but they're relatively obvious. So we've got 2 Karaz. I would Yeah, it's a Borg. It's Karaz. I mean, again, if I would continue to play this deck, I would probably cut this to 1, to be honest. I mean, you just use it to bring it out with Aether, but, like, I hate drawing this thing. It's still bad. Like, to draw it, because then you can't bring it out with Aether, and this is really the only thing you want to bring out with Aether, unless you're going for game. But, hiccups. But yeah, that's whatever, I guess. And then Mega Caius, more proxies, yeah. But it works, I guess. Which is really good unless you open it, in which case it sucks. But it's really good. Like you could tribute off like Idios, and like you get the double banish and like hit Skull Crobat Joker and banish all their copies. So it's pretty disgusting. And then Mega Thestalos, which is like uh, as good, if not better, going first than Arab. No, it's definitely better going first because you get to look at their hand and pick whatever you want and inflict damage them. So yeah, this is like the best opening if you go like Thestalos and like you can set up all your plays. And then the only two hand traps I was playing was Baylor. I would probably fit in Maxis or something maybe. I don't know. Again, I have no intention to like ever play this deck, like really, but it's just something I picked up because I mean, $30 is $30. And then for all these disgustingly broken spells, Triple Domain just completely shuts down Pendulum decks if you can like keep it on board. Although like Pepe doesn't really have any way to destroy spell and traps in game one because I mean they'll just side in Twin Twisters and destroy you. But like you ideally like against Pepe, like if you go first or if they go first in like Brick or something, you should win unless you Brick again. Because this deck isn't super consistent as far as opening plays. Oh, the sleeve is broken. But yeah, and also it's really good that like it can reduce the level of a Monarch in your hand by 2. So or with a monster with 2800 attack and 1000 defense, I think it is. Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's pretty good. No, that's definitely pretty good. Triple tenacity, just search whatever you want. Basically, like I like how this. It's weird. I don't like how this deck can just search for any spell, Monarch spell, and trap card at once at any time. But if you don't open Monarchs, like it's like you're just dead. There's a hair. I know return searches for Monarchs, but you have to have a Monarch to use return, so it's just kind of like a little redundant. But yeah, like this card's really good with Pantheism. Just like reveal triple tenacity and search whatever you want, or reveal like double tenacity and then the one card you want. So you can play a lot of like kind of mind games with your opponent doing that thing, like by picking certain cards. Like they'll pick one thinking it's the one you don't want, but it's actually the one you want. Like shit like that. So that's fun sometimes. And then 3 Pantheism, the busted like pot of greed almost like it's so dumb. Or it basically is a pot of greed because it is just a plus 2 because you pitch 1, draw 2, and then banish it and then add 1. So pretty dumb. It's nice that this is a hollow, but I wish Domain was shiny too. And 3 Stormforth. This card is just always good. 2 Return, just to search out whatever you want. I mean, I can search out Dark Armed and Majesty's Fiend too, but like, I'm not playing those. I mean, someone was playing Dark Armed in some build I saw. Dark Armed. I didn't. Yeah. 2 March. I don't know if like this is like even a good card. People are playing it. I just threw it in. Like I thought it was good, and it's just another target. Like you can dump it with Pantheism if you don't want it. But I mean, it's good against a the fucking Pepe because like they basically have to kill your thing by battle, which is not super hard by them. But like if you have March, a big Monarch, well, like anything, not this one, like a Monarch and then Domain, like you should win that match just because like they can't summon from the extra deck and they don't have anything in their main deck to swing over your big guy, so you just beat them down. Oh, noises in the hallway. 1-for-1 just gets out Idea and Rhoda for the same purpose. And traps 3 Prime. This is probably my favorite card in the deck, to be honest, because it functions in so many ways. Just like you just recycles things from your graveyard, and it's just tribute fodder. And it gets things banished, so like you can do some cool plays turn 1 if you open like this Pantheism, and if you open like this, if you open like absolutely perfect, like this Pantheism Idea and like Edios or Thestalos going turn 1, like it's fucking broken. So and then 1 Escalation just because it's a card. And then I don't even have a side deck, to be honest. Like there's like Majesty's Fiend and Third Effect Veiler and Maxis and stuff, but like most of those cards were in my other deck because I was planning to play this on Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Uh, excuse me. I was gonna play this on Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, like I wanted to test it a little bit, and I needed to pick up like those other cards, which I knew people who had them, but then I was just like, fuck this, playing Pepe, which I mean T2 isn't great, or it's terrible actually, um, but I probably would have done worse with this because I'm just not a fan of this deck. I think if you open well, obviously it's very good, but otherwise I don't think this deck is very good. I don't think it'll last very long competitively, especially since it's just a structure deck and anyone can play it. So those decks I don't really tend to stick around very long. They just get creeped out so quickly just because they're so cheap, and it's just I mean there is definitely a point to playing this because it's so cheap, but I don't know. Like I would just rather play Pepe, which I'm gonna be trying updating that list soon. Hope I kept the explanation short. I didn't have too much to say about this deck, but yeah, obviously there's no extra deck. But yeah, this deck. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me what you think about this deck. I'm curious. Because I know a lot of people are super hyped about this and really like this deck. And I'm not going to lie, I liked it at first too, but then I started testing it and I'm like, it's not very good. What I mean, what do I know? So yeah, that's it guys. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.